And here we go. We got the rats. Look at them in the bells. Look at them in their charge. Look at them in their ranks. What's on the other side? We got ogres. Ogres. Iron Blaster, Hunter on his big stone horn. Lots of bulls. But wait, there's more. Saber Tusk on the side. Oh no, those are Gorgers. Gross. And guess what? Scrag himself. Look at his choppy arms. Alright, let's get into it. Get into these ranks. My boy's gonna charge me. He's gonna charge. He knows what he's gonna want to do. He's gonna try to control the center and get the Iron Blaster. He's got Noblars going on the other side. And I'm like, that seems a little light. Let me go double check. 2 Warp Lightning Cannons to deal with anything and everything. And that Hunter I can't see, but the Iron Blast is going to be priority number 1. Getting blasted by both my boys. And for some reason he charges it my way. It's a little presumptuous. We got Storm Vermin in the side. We got plenty of Clan Rat Spears and Clan Skaven Slaves. All spears. Lots of spears. Spears. Rat Ogres, go deal with that Iron Blaster, because that should take care of it quick. Plenty of it. And that Iron Blaster is tough. 90? Melee defense is 20? That thing's not going to go down that quick, which is a shame. But we're going to try. Enough Rat Ogres, anything's possible. That Hunter, though, is a pain in my ass. But we got Warp Lightning Cannons. We're going to teach that thing a lesson. My Plague Priest, he's got his spells, Withering, all that goodness, giving things poison. The Dreaded 13th, but the problem with the Dreaded 13th, which I'm figuring out now, was kind of pointless. But if he would have went Nobbler spam front lines with a Ogre Bull Rush behind it, that would have been far more useful. Yeah, these boys are gonna drop soon, unfortunately. But Scrag's coming up thinking he's gonna take all this. This guy really thought he could just bum rush me and get what he wanted. Well, I got bad news for you, friendo. I'm not that easy to kill. We got more rats coming this way. He's gonna meet the Storm Vermin head on, which should finish off these boys quite easily. Especially once I give him that poison. And we got more Clan Rat Spears to go feed into these bastards. Clan Rat Spears really do well into... Oh, I forgot I summoned some Wolf Rats to go deal with the Gorger. To deal with the Noblars, and they got met with Gorgers apparently. Warp Lightning's getting into position to send that Hunter back to hell. Scrag the Slaughter's coming in with him and his spells. Ooh, look at that Iron Blaster. Damn near almost got it, but I traded in for the Hunter. And that was my mistake. I really should have focused down the rest of that Iron Blaster with those Rat Ogres. But I figured getting his lore, finishing this front line, I could just go after it. Problem is repositioning those Warp Lightning Cannons. I sent in the Wolf Rats to try to take the third. I don't know Gorgers are there, so they're going to be met with some sad fates. My opponent's being very sneaky, and I like it. The problem is he's going to sacrifice a lot of value just to get it. And my Wolf Rats just fuck off. They get so scared. And you can see the Warp Lightning Cannons doing work on that Hunter. Boy, is he eating. He is eating shots for days. We're going to bring in those Clan Rats to go deal with the rest. Iron Blaster's not doing bad work. It's hitting to my boys and everything else, but we bring in the Slingers, Gutter Slingers. Send in a poison to Scrag, and here we go. We're going to take that second objective easy. That was a nice fist. You don't often see a good one. You don't often see a good fisting. But here we go. Iron Blaster's going to eat some shit. We're going to get there eventually. Second objective is going to be mine easily. Once we get things going. Yep, section's going to be done. The Warp Lightning Cannon's finishing off that Hunter. Boom! Easy. Alright, we can focus on the Iron Blaster and Scrag himself, and yeah. It's over, right? Well, my opponent plays a little smarter than I thought. He's been saving up a lot of value, and he's bringing in some Crushers, which on the surface seems bad, but Crushers, 2 Saber Tusk, and lots of, one thing of Ogre rules, but I still have Storm Vermin. He's slowing my boys down, and I still got the Gutters, and my Lord. His Lord's running, but he's going to come back. So he's not out of the fight yet. He's giving me a whirl, but man, with all these spears, though, he's not gonna like what I'm about to bring into him. Those crushers are gonna try to get my grace here, but they're just gonna be met with some braced up storm vermin and everything else. So it should be easy. I mean, look at them; they're just piling in. Yup, easy kills, easy kills. Eat that poison, boys. We're gonna lower their armor too. So this is just stabby stab, get to the mat. Oh, look at all these corpses. Poor rats. Sabertooth's trying to get on the side objective, but they're going to be met with more clan red spears, and yeah, they're just going to fall real quick. Look, they're reinforcing. Get them, boys! Oh, I love Skaven. Skaven, a really fun faction. Trying to chase off my gutters, but they're going to have no avail. We got spears for days. Even the Gorgers are going to have a hard time dealing with just basic clan red spears. Low armor count. Ton of models. Anti-large. But that Iron Blaster, damn, I really wish I shot that Iron Blaster to bits. Maybe brought in some more wolf rats to deal with it. Some anti-armor ones, AP ones. Scrag, get out of here. No one likes you. You suck. But they're doing work on my Plague Seer, which sucks. Lowering the armor and everything else. Plague Seer is just me here mainly to get rid of Noblars and get the meat shields out of the way. And I don't mind the spells. The poison really helps out deal with the ogres. Oh boy. Yep, Wart Lightning Cannon's trying to finish off that stupid Iron Blaster. It's missing for some reason. Come on! Finish it. Yep, keep chasing me. Keep chasing. We got Storm Vermin coming. We got more gutters coming in. It's gonna be beautiful. Yeah, just look at him go. Look at Scrag trying to scramble about, not knowing where to go. We're gonna shower everything with plenty of poison. Slow them down while I get my anti-large. And this is a real grinder. My opponent's playing this to the best of his ability, but it's not gonna be easy. I'm not gonna make it easy for him. The gutters are gonna make short work of those Gorgers real quick. We got plenty of rats coming back into the center. Ogre Bulls are gonna be met with lots of Storm Vermin, especially the ROR variants, which I summoned in. Well, I did summon them in. They're just gonna put them to work. Warp Lightning Cannons are getting their value by shooting out those crushers. I mean, look at them. They came in and they're already damn near gone. Hardly. Yep, they're routing. Goodbye. All that for just a drop of blood. And we're up 3,000 value. My opponent's just throwing bodies after bodies, hoping to get something. But it's going to cost them way too much for it to be considered effective in my eyes. Sending in more clan rats to cover the second objective. And that's our goal right now. Get objective 2 and 1, and we're just going to stay there. Try to beat them on points. Summon in some Storm Vermin. Get Scrag in quite the bunch. We're going to make him go, ooh, baby. Stab him in the back, stab him in the front, stab him all around. Look at that. No leadership. Speed's down to nothing. He's poisoned. He's wounded. It's all beautiful. Gorger's going to try to come in and mess with my Warp Lightning Cannons, and they'll get some success. Unfortunately, I didn't have my Storm Vermin come in and intercept, but it is what it is. I can always reburst them because they're never, because that's what I love about rebursting. They really get their value regardless, and I just wait just a few seconds, and my opponent just keeps throwing bulls like it's going to change anything. But he's got some in there. They're still fresh. They have a second objective. They're just going to die. They're going to die real quick. Look at them rout off. Man, those Storm Vermin with halberds are just so good. Really, really good. Definitely worth the investment. I was going to bring in more Skaven Slave Spears, maybe some more other elite infantry, but no, Storm Vermin were definitely the right call. If he would have brought scrap launchers, this probably would have changed the game a bit. I keep telling you, all my videos, when Ogres play, when you're playing with or against them, bring scrap launchers. They always get their value. They're solid units. They're tough to bring down. They're not like dwarves, where you get one calf charge and bam, they're gone. Or like most other artillery. They fight. They're still chariot unit. They're tough. They have high armor. Not the greatest melee defense. I think it's 15, but still, they hit like trucks, and they can take a beating. It'll be a while before they're indisposed. Like my Warp Lightning Cannons. My Warp Lightning Cannons are tough too, a little bit. They can't take a beating for that long, but they can take a beating. I'm just gonna have my boy just sit here and try to generate as much HP and whatever I can. Get 'em, boys! Oh, my rats, no! And it looks like his Iron Blaster did more damage to his guys than mine, thank goodness. Oh, get out of there! Chasing off Scrag now. Good, we'll get him out of there. Warp Lightning shooting off anything. He's really trying to just pour me into there. But unfortunately, once Scrag is gone, the tide's about to turn. We got him sandwiched. He's still fighting into Storm Vermin. He'll get my Warp Lightning for sure. Looks like both, maybe just the one, but this won't sustain. I'll retake the second real quick. I already got the third. Wow, I didn't even notice that. So yeah, those gutters are coming in. We still got plenty of units. He's trying to snipe my lord, but they're routing. Goodbye, boys. Goodbye. Poor bulls. I love playing some ogres, but fighting against them can be rough depending on what you're dealing with, what you're bringing. Especially crushers. Crushers are so good. He's not paying attention to the center. We're going to take that as well. I think we have some spears and wolf rats on the side objective right now. And the other side, ooh, man-eater pistols. I like that. We're going to send everything to deal with those boys. Those are going to be rough. Even if they're just not the ROR ones. And Sabertusk backing them up. So yeah, we're going to lose the first. But we're going to resummon some Warp Lightning Cannons. We're going to get rid of the rest of this and retake the second. We got the third, so triple capped right now. My opponent wasted way too much value on just taking nothing. And look at it. Oh, it's so beautiful. At least my opponent gave me a good run for my money. I was actually worried he was going to get through everything. Oh, yep. Get that value back. Send in the Gracier. I might just recall the Gracier. It doesn't seem like it'd be worth having around. We got some Clan Red Spears finishing up these Ogre Bulls who aren't paying attention. And these, yeah, Powder Guts. Oh, those are the RO ones. Wow. That's going to be a pain in my ass. Mutant Rat Ogre coming in. Probably not the best to send in, but 73 melee attack should do alright against them. Those boys are going to be rough to deal with, though, especially with the Sabertusk backing them up. But we're going to not leave them the way they are by themselves. They're going to get support soon enough once we deal with this center objective. We got those gutters. Man, I love these gutters. These boys hit. And for some reason, that Iron Blaster's still there. Oh, that was a good volley. But man, I feel really stupid not having that thing get shot out. Damn sky with my Warp Lightnings. We got Rat Ogres coming to deal with that heavy mess. Probably not the best thing to send for support, but it's the fastest thing I got. My rats. My wolf rats won't really help. I mean, the poison probably would be ideal right now. It's tough. Low armored. Yeah. I already have too much Skavens coming in through the center, just trying to keep that. Sending in Gorgers, which just got destroyed by those gutters, man. Gorgers really got hit with that, everything else once they took... Because early on, Gorgers were really tough. You could send them into anything they were actually supposed to die to. Be good against... Or they were supposed to be good against them, and they just got rocked. Oh my god, he's setting in the Iron Blaster too. I would just reimburse that, man. Just reimburse to get more Ogre Bulls in here. Fresh Ogre Bulls for whatever you can get out of that Iron Blaster. Because the Iron Blaster's just going to sit there and take hits. He's throwing everything but his mother. And we're going to send them all back. Poor boy. Especially with the lack of leadership, everything's just routing on his end. Which is tough, which is weird to say, because running Skaven, you know they're supposed to be the ones running. Looks like we got Noblar Trappers coming on the side. They're going to deal with my rats real easy, but... My opponent, I think he's still new. I think he's knows what he's doing. This is clearly a main build. Clan Rat Spears got those shields, though, so it's not going to be that easy to deal with them. But they are low in count, low in leadership, and low in health, so... Those pots and pans are going to do work. Get a nice overview. Bring in the Warp Linings, and this was a mistake. I should have just kept the Warp Lining in the center. Because it doesn't have an angle. This hill makes it impossible to see. If these were Plague Claw catapults, this would have been easier. But no. Here we go. Yeah, looking at it now, just put it in the center, hold off, because there's always a big rush. This guy's been sending nothing but rushes my way. Clan Rat Shields, get him! Yeah, we got plenty of support coming in, so... And the gutters are going to make short work of that lack of armor those boys have. Both the Sabertusk and the Man-Eater pistols. Oh, but he's putting up a fight. He's trying to take everything that I love and adore away from me, trying to get back some objectives, but I got a small lead. Still got both objectives. And soon to retake my first objective. I'm going to give him the third. He could throw his resources there. I'm already working on the first objective. No reason to overcommit all sides. Clan Rat Spear should hold quite well against anything he throws that way. Warp Lightning Cannon's in position. He's got Gorgers coming in. No Gorgers. My bad. Those are just good old bulls. And they're going to suffer. And there go the cannons. Man, I love those cannons. Yeah, just run into him. Run into him. I love it. Plenty of spears to go back those boys up. And then this is going to be a massacre on my opponent. The gutters, just beautiful. I brought in the Death Runners, which I think I brought in to deal with anything heavy like Iron Guts or Crushers. But looking at it now, it doesn't seem necessary. We had the Warp Lightning Cannons. Probably should have just brought another Warp Lightning Cannon just to deal with those. Honestly. Warp Lightning Cannon or more Storm Vermin. Probably was a right idea to bring more Storm Vermin. Because, man, those things pay for themselves and then some. And so do these gutters. Even Skaven slaves, or with spears, pay for themselves. You'll see at the end of this. His Gorgers, I do like Gorgers, but dealing with... running them into anti-large with Warp Lightning Cannons is just a death sentence for him. It's a damn shame, too. Yep. He's bringing more stuff to the center. The Gorger's about to get eaten by Clan Rat Spears. But he's bringing them around, and I'm not paying attention, so... those spears are gonna... not intercept those Gorgers. Warp Lightning Cannons, goodbye. They see him, though. They missed their shot, unfortunately. Oh, there they go. Come on, get him! Oh, goodbye, Warp Lightning Cannons, again. Which is kind of fine. I want to bring him back and reposition him. I'll trade 1,000 unit for his 1,000 unit. No problem. And I'll get my money's worth. And I got another Warp Lightning Cannon. And they're going to shoot into those Gorgers. As you can see on the side, those Ogres aren't doing nothing, but neither are my spears. I should be capping this point, since I have the second objective really contested. My opponent's throwing everything. Yep. He's sending him back to help with the second, try to stop me from gaining points, but that just means I'm going to take the first now. Oh, my lord's dead. No, my... It's not going to change anything. I'm still going to have the second. Fuck him. And we got plenty of rats to deal with the Gorgers and then move them on to the first objective. And that's going to pretty much be it. GG to my opponent. My gutter runners are insane. My Warp Lightnings were good. My Storm Vermin and even anything with the spear was a fucking champion. Rat Ogres did well. My Mutant I kept just in case something gross showed up, like more Crushers and stuff. Trade for a trade. But I think the Mutant would have actually held up better against Crushers due to the low armor of the Mutant. And Crushers are really high in armor piercing. I think it's like 60 or 70, maybe a little more or less. And the Rat Ogre just has a ton of armor piercing. And those Crushers have, what, 110, 120 in armor? Even just Stone Horns would have been nice. Yeah, it's real rough for Ogres to come into these spears. I really thought it was going to be a no-show, no-brainer. But my opponent gave me a run for his money. It's pretty close. Better than last time I fought Ogres with Skaven. Yup. Man-Eater Pistols are going to rout. I'm going to get on the first objective. It's going to be mine, and there's no doubt I got this. With only a few seconds on the clock and a few points left, and lots of stuff to do. Yep, GG opponent. You put up a good one. I appreciate the fight. It was a hell of a fight. Had me sweating. Okay, just end it. There you go. 10 seconds. Not even 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. GG's. Let's go. See some value. I love some delicious value. Let's see these cannons. Nah, they almost paid for themselves. They did solid. The rats, though. Ooh, such good value. Paid for themselves and then some. Those Storm Vermin definitely paid for themselves and then some. The gutters were insane. Oh, man, 1,600. Wolf rats actually paid for themselves. Rat Ogres paid for themselves. 2,000. Jeez. Yeah, sorry, opponent. But yeah, if you guys like that, come back. We'll always have more for you. Got plenty of fights Monday through Wednesday. Like, subscribe, come leave a comment, talk shit, give me some advice, give me some tips. Maybe can help my opponents. But yeah, with that said, have a good one. GG's. Peace.